It took me a very long time to get to this point, but I'm here now.
Last week, City News shared the stories of 4 ex-gang members who now visit Winnipeg schools to share their stories with the students and try and ensure they don't go down the same path they did. Today, we joined them at Gonzaga Middle School as they shared their stories with these students.
We all lived a life of gang and violence and abuse, and we just don't want to see you guys to go down the same road.
The group called Four Sacred Hearts sat circled by over 40 grade 6, 7, and 8 students at the North End School. They spoke about the trauma of fractured families.
I was born to a broken home, you know what I mean? Right away I seen violence and drugs. All my life I just seen that. So that's all I knew. I thought that was the life to live. You know, not going to school.
I grew up in low-income housing, Manitoba housing. I just noticed, a lot of alcohol, drug usage in my family, lots of fighting. As I grew up, I see my parents fight.
They spoke about gang life, providing a false sense of family that you have to sacrifice yourself to be a part of.
When I was in the lifestyle, it's like, I struggled a lot, with addiction, and I ended up getting shot.
I mean, you could hear a pin drop in the gym for over an hour of presentation. These kids were super engaged, right? And they're seeing themselves, they're seeing their families represented, right? And that's super powerful as well.
The men said they longed for a strong role model when they were kids and wished they'd done things differently. Principal Rex Ferguson-Baird believes that's exactly what this group will be to the students of Gonzaga Middle School.
Them telling us not to do what they did and work as hard as you can, and that really stuck with me.
When they are talking about their authentic walk and how the choices they made weren't true to themselves, if our kids can take a kernel of that and if it helps them stay in school and stay engaged with their learning and their own growth, that's going to be paying off in dividends.
What really stuck with me is how they explained how they were able to cope with their past and how they were able to help them, do stuff to help them cope with that, and that was kind of like an inspiration.
In Winnipeg, Mike Albanese, City News.